Hey, what's up, Internet? It's Chris Krug. I'm here at day 2 of the Interface Digital Health Summit, and I am with Minister of Technology, Innovation, and Citizen Services, Andrew Wilkinson. How's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
Very good, very good. So we got me, you, and the Internet here, and we're going to give them a little kind of summary of what you've been
Sure.
working on and kind of what you're talking about. So you introduced to me and gave us an update on the ID card program that's happening here in British
Yeah,
Columbia.
we call it the BC Services Card, and it combines the BC Health Card, which all of the public are entitled to, and the BC Driver's License. So you get one card that has a chip in it that's the same as the card in your Visa card and your bank card, so that you can identify yourself and get health care and get the other things you're entitled to in the province.
And I could tell when you're talking about it in there, you are like elbows deep. You've been working hard on this. You talked a little bit about this citizen engagement committee that you got going on and the process of finding out what people want.
Well, what we do is we go and talk to the public about what they do, what they want to do with the card, and the services they're interested in having or not having.
And what'd you find?
Well, the first thing we're going to roll out is the ability to get a birth certificate remotely. So if you live in a small town, or for that matter in the suburbs, you don't want to drive into a government office, you'll be able to do that remotely.
Right.
Because the birth identity is already in the system. Your identity is already in the system if you're the mother. So you don't need to go to a government office. You just prove who you are and get the birth certificate.
Hey, providing identity documentation is a big role of provincial government, I guess.
We've got to make sure it's secure. We've got to make sure that the services are things that people want and that people are comfortable with them. So we're checking in with our citizens panel on a regular basis so that as things roll out over the next few years, we're doing what people want.
What were the things that people were wanting, things you decided to leave off for now?
Well, we heard from people that they are not interested in having payments from the cards. They don't want to put cash on the card to pay for the ferry.
And hunting licenses, fishing licenses, and
they'll be able to prove who they are, so they get the resident rate for a fishing license, but they won't be using the card to pay for the fishing license.
Right. I bet with like Apple Pay and some of these electronic payment things that we're really going to be people are going to be changing our perspectives probably over the next few years around what we're comfortable with around identity and payments and security and stuff. And
our job is to make sure that people are comfortable with what we're offering, because we're a service provider. And if they want to get their services for payments from some other source, that's great. That's up to them. And if they want to work with us on deciding what services would be appropriate for the card, we want to hear from people.
Awesome. Well, it's always nice to see you. Thanks a lot for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Wilkinson, Chris Krug, checking out from Interface Digital Health Summit in Vancouver.
Bye-bye.